Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and this is what's new. Can't believe I started it off muted, but that's the way it goes. I've actually got two packages. I've got the one that I showed in my, and then I've got this one, but this one I'm going to save for a different video. This is the one we're going to open today. This came from some guy by the name of Horizon Picks. Some of these I purchased. I didn't buy that many. So we'll see what's in. I don't know what all's in here. I know there's some comics, but I don't know what all comics he has in here. We're going to find out in just a few minutes and go from there. Pull out my little handy dandy knife and open the plastic. Didn't show my knife. Didn't think there was any need to. Yeah, he puts everything in plastic. I don't, but you know. Okay, go back to my knife and saw through 476,000 tons of tape. Don't use a whole lot of tape either. And what have I got in here? I have, on the inside, I have a couple of priority mail things. That's fine. He sent it priority mail, so he's not totally illegal on that. And more tape. And still more tape. And a couple more pieces of tape, and I'm ready to hit the comic books. What we got here? Yes, this is one of the ones I bought. This is Star Spangled War Stories, number 143. Just going to get right to it. Weird War Tales, number 81. Our Army at War, featuring Sergeant Rock, number 284. Love war. I love the war comics, and especially Kubert. It's hard to go wrong with a Kubert cover. This is Our Fighting Forces, number 144. Yeah, I know it says The Losers, but it's Our Fighting Forces. Next up, All New War from Charlton, number 4. All New War, number 3, also from Charlton. Tomahawk, number 131. Number 132. Actually, this is Son of Tomahawk. $136. All right. I don't have a whole lot of these. Yeah. Picked this up very recently. This is Katie Keene, number 19. Had to have that. And Wendy, Campfire Bluebirds. Wendy's great. This, I mean, I've got a bunch of them, but another one doesn't hurt. I mostly got it because I wanted this cover. This Poison Elves. I don't have this copy. Most of my Poison Elves disappeared, but I don't have this one with I do have a Poison Elvis #1, but it doesn't have a Linsner cover, and I'm not even sure where it is. There's another Wendy, Good Little Witch, Collecting Mushrooms the Easy Way. Okay, I'm not sure what number this is, but it is from November 1991, I believe, or maybe 1990. I forget. I believe it's, or no, 1971, excuse me. Huey, Dewey, and Louie that I don't have. Junior Woodchucks. This is a Whitman. But Whitman is, here's the difference. Difference between Gold Key and Whitman. Whitman came in a 3-pack and took over from Gold Key, but all of them were published by Whitman. Dell was published by Whitman, Gold Key was published by Whitman, and Whitman was published by Whitman. So, Playful Little Audrey. I have a few of these. Don't think I have this one. This is number 119. That's a Harvey comic. Adventures of Mighty Mouse. I didn't know that was in there. Or I didn't remember it. Gold Key, Popeye the Sailor. This is, let's see, 40 cent, this is either 1976 or 1977. Let's see. Might be 1979. I think it's November 1979, actually. Let's see if I remember how to read these. Yep, 1979. November. See, right here, there's 3 numbers, and I don't think you'll be able to see them, but it says 911. And that's, you go, the 9 is for 79, the 11 is for November. And that's, Gold Key did that throughout. But of course, 911 could be 1979 or 1969, or and the way you have to look at it then is, does it have a barcode? If it has a barcode, it's 1979. If it doesn't have a barcode, it's probably 1969. Also, you look at the price. This is 40 cents. So you know, barcode, 40 cents. It's got to be after 1976, 1979. If the price was 12 or 15 cents, then it would have been 1969. Dennis the Menace Big Bonus Series. This is definitely from 1979. It says so right there. I didn't know this was in there. Either that or I didn't remember. Richie Rich Profits, number 14. I have a bunch of Richie Rich comics. I don't know if I'm going to keep collecting it or not. These 2 I did want. This is Gen 13, number 44, which I didn't have, and number 45, which I also didn't have. I do like Gen 13. I liked it since the first issue. And I don't remember this one. I'm sure he showed it to me. I just don't remember it. Little Iodine. From the 50s, I believe. It's got a 10-cent price tag, so it could have been anywhere from the 30s, 40s, or 50s. Based on the fact, on the Dell logo with the spots around it, I would say late 50s. The 40s, it had a smaller logo. 1958, number 39. Oh, look, it said it right there. There's a lot of ways you can tell the years of comics based on what the cover looks like and how it looks. For instance, this Wildstorm, I believe this was Gen 13 after DC bought out Wildstorm, or Jim Lee sold Wildstorm to DC. Let's take a look. And see if I'm correct. And I'm going, and it's real fine print, so I got to get out my third eye, or is that my fifth eye? I'm not sure. Let's see. Gen 13, number 45, November 1999. First printing, Wildstorm Productions, editorial offices. 1999, Wildstorm Productions, an imprint of DC Comics. So there you go. I got a fair idea what the years and who published it just by looking at the cover, and that's not always evident. Like I said, I was pretty sure this was late 50s, because if you look at the Dell, it has that dotted line all the way around. And I mentioned before that Dell was one of the only companies that refused to use the comics code. You will never find a Dell comic from the 50s or late 50s or 60s that has the comic code symbol on it. Just like you don't find them today because they did away with it. But if you look at Harvey, right there in the corner. Same thing with Gold Key. No comics code. They never had it. Because Whitman refused to play the game. See, no comics code. Harvey has it. Of course, Boy Scouts does, and no, that doesn't. Archie. There's the comics code. And comics code came, I think, in 1954 or 1955. I'm not sure which. I'll have to do some research to find out which one. But yeah, that was pretty cool. A nice little haul from Roy over at Horizon Picks. And of course, we know each other pretty well. We've been doing our Friday night stream for a year and a half now. By the way, it's cold here in Texas. It's in the 20s. Yeah, I think it was 55 too, Roger. And how are you doing? I'm glad to see you. But yeah, that's a nice little stack. Especially like the war comics. A lot of them from late Silver Age, early Bronze Age stuff. So yeah, it's once you get into it, once you start paying attention, it's pretty easy to tell what year within 4 or 5 years based on just how the covers look. For instance, Superman DC Comics, that little logo. The logo got smaller in the late 60s. It was bigger than that, and it says Superman DC National Comics on it. Of course, National Periodicals Publications published DC Comics for years, and it wasn't until I think Jeanette Kahn took over that they actually changed it officially to DC Comics, and that's one of the first things she did. But that's back when DC was awesome. Now they have one book that's pretty good, and that's it. The rest of them are. I don't even buy new DC comics right now. I'm not buying new Marvel comics either. The writing just isn't there for me. So yeah, it's in the 20s here, and the cat decided he wanted to go outside. He's been outside for about 3 hours. I keep opening the door so he can come in, and he just looks at me like, "Nah, I'm okay." He'll come in a little bit later. When he gets hungry, he'll come in, and then he won't go back outside. So I'm not too worried about him. He's got a nice fur coat on, and he's got a few places he goes that he can just tuck in and stay warm. But it's kind of windy, and we definitely got hit with that cold blast of winter air that everybody's getting. Yeah. When he wants to go out, he wants to go out, and I need to let him out, or I won't get any rest. So, there you go. And I've got a comic for you I need to send you sometime, Roger. So if I don't know if your address is the same, you might need to update your address. Send me an IG, and I got a comic that I think you'll like a lot. And I'm going to send it your way. I just don't want it anymore, and I don't feel like auctioning it off or selling it on eBay. So I'd rather send it to somebody that I know is going to appreciate it. So just pop me a message on Instagram, and I'll get it to you. And that's about all I've got for you tonight. I'm not going to show those because I'm going to save that. Maybe I'll do this again tomorrow. We'll show those, or maybe Saturdays. I think you'll like it a lot. So I'm going to toss it your way. I'm going to stay warm. That's my plans for the holidays. I'm going to try to stay warm. No, I either travel to Virginia or I travel to California, and right now I can't afford to travel to either one. So I'm going to be hunkering down here in Texas and trying to stay warm. Anyway, see y'all later. Take care. Have a great holiday if I don't go back live again or post any more videos. And we'll see you in the funny pages. Not doing the other thing.